Hello everyone, myself Alam Nifty. I'm an SEO expert. Today I'm breaking down a real SEO audit case study I did for a plumbing business. So let's get started. The site was getting traffic, decent rankings, consistent visitors, but the actual problem was the phone wasn't ringing. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly what I checked, what I found, and the action plan I built to turn that dead traffic into actual bookings. So if your websites get visitors but not enough leads, then this one is for you. Here's the situation when I first look at this site. They had consistent Google traffic, decent rankings, but zero calls and zero form submissions. And this is where most business owners actually go wrong. They think traffic equals success, but in reality, it completely different and completely, opposite. Traffic is just people showing up at your door front or at your shop window. But the real question is, are they the right people? Are they the targeted audience or users? When traffic exists but leads don't, it's almost always a conversion problem or an intent problem. In this case, it was actually both. Before touching anything on the site, I got clear on the actual goal. Not rank number one first, not go viral. The goal was actually simple: get more calls from the traffic that's already coming in. Because you see, for a plumbing business, revenue comes from bookings, not just page views or not from just blog posts. And that clarity changes how you look at everything in the audit. And here's why the 4-step audit framework, which I considered highly, is very much important. I checked 4 things always in this order. First is intent. Who is coming to the site and why? Next is landing page match. Does the page actually match what the visitor search for? Then are mobile speed or trust issues killing conversions or not? You have to be, completely understanding that thing. And the last step is very important, which is conversion path. Can they contact you easily? Can they contact you within, let's say, within 10 seconds? Most people jump straight to backlinks or technical fixes. That's not where the money is. Fix things in the wrong order and you waste your time and budget. So step 1 is intent, and this is where things got really interesting. I opened Google Search Console, went to the performance report and exported the top queries and top pages. Then I did something most people skip. I tagged every single query by intent. It can be learning, comparing, or hiring. I did all. Why does this matter? Because only hiring intent searches reliably produce calls. Plumber near me, that's hiring. How to fix a leaking pipe, that's learning. So same traffic but completely different outcome. And the intent mismatch is very much important. What I have found in my R&D or my finding. And here's what the data showed, and this was the biggest issue on the whole site. The majority of clicks were coming from learning searches like why pipe, how to fix, do it yourself. Come on, these are people trying to solve the problem by themselves. They are not going to call a plumber today, no chances. What your business or that particular business needed was traffic from searches like plumber near me, emergency plumber, plumbing service, plus your location. So technically the SEO wasn't failing, it just attracting the wrong stage of buyer. And if Google sends you learners, you don't get buyers. So next I check landing page match, whether the page ranking actually matched what buyers or visitors expect to land on. Here's how I did it. I googled the top keywords and looked at Google is actually ranking, service page or blog post. Then I checked if the site's ranking page matched that same format. A blog post ranking for a buying keyword like emergency plumber, Google might rank it, but a blog post does not convert a buyer. This is very much important, mindset to look up for, to keep in your mind. Someone searching emergency plumber, so that someone needs a service page with a phone number, clear CTA, and with a proper authoritative trust signals. So it just does not require any 1,000 words or 2,000 words blog post of how to article. So the next finding is pages not built to convert, and even on the service page themselves, they weren't built to convert. So 4 problems stood out immediately. Number 1 is weak headline. It did not clearly say what they do or why you should choose them. Next is no trust proof. So no reviews, no certifications, no social proof near the action button. Third is CTA is completely missing, or CTA is not repeated. The call to action was not visible as people scroll down. And number 4 step is very, very critical, that no clear next step. Visitors didn't know what to do after reading the page. Even a ready to buy visitors will hesitate when the page feels unclear. Even buyers on call if the page feels unsure. So next step is friction and technical check. After that, I move to this friction, which is totally related or aligned with speed and mobile experience, mobile UX. For tools, I use 2 things: page speed insights to measure the core web vitals and load performance, and a manual phone test, what I call a thumb test, that just loading the site on your own phone and trying to use it. So what I checked is load time and visual stability, font readability, tab targets and button spacing, and how hard the form was to fill out on a small screen. Why actually this matters? Most local service leads come from mobile users in urgent situations. If it's hard to use on a phone, you lose the lead instantly. So the next step finding is the silent trust killer. And yeah, friction was definitely hurting this site. And 4 things stood out. Slow hero section. The first thing people see took too long to load. Immediately it converts in frustration to them. Next is pushed down CTA. What is it? Large unoptimized images were pushing the CTA button below the fold on mobile. Messy mobile layout. Elements were overlapping or too small to tap. And the final is non-sticky contact button. It disappeared as users scrolled, so they had to hunt for a way to call, which it shouldn't be on that way. Remember, for emergency services especially, people are not patient. If it takes more than a few seconds to figure out how to contact you, the bounce rate will definitely increase and they will definitely call your competitor, so you lose your leads immediately. Next is conversion path audit. This is very, very crucial, that I ran through in that case, that a simple checklist, and you can easily do that. Just you have to understand that why it is needed and what the things you are actually checking. So these are the tick mark things you have to check. Is the phone number visible at the very top of the page? Is there a CTA button on mobile? Is WhatsApp available as a quick contact option? Is the contact from short, like name, number, message, and done? Are service areas listed so visitors know you cover their location? So The whole idea is that can someone contact you within 10 seconds or less? Because when someone's sync is leaking at 9 p.m., they are not filling out a 5-field form with the paragraph box. This is unreal. So next finding is making contact was hard. What does that mean? 4 barriers between the visitor and business. It can be hidden options like contact details require too many clicks to find, form friction, the inquiry form was way longer than it needed to be, no urgency, nothing like same day service, or we reply within the hour, or we reply immediately, no urgency. To reassure someone in a stressful situation, no trust proof near the CTA, no reviews, no guarantee, no reason to commit right there. So visitor wanted help, they really wanted help, and the site had information but it did not have persuasion, I would say. And every extra barrier is another reason to potential lead leaves. So what you can do is to follow a simple root cause formula. This is interesting but very easy, that you have to multiply right visitors, right page, low friction, high trust will leads you to the calls, the desired calls. This site had visitors but it was missing the right page experience, the trust system, and a friction free path to contact. Miss any one of those 4 things and the whole system leaks money. So you don't need more traffic, you need to fix what's breaking the traffic you already have. This is interesting. This is 30, 60, 90-day action plan. So audits without action plans are useless. So here's exactly what I recommend is day 0 or day 1 to 30 is quick wins first. Fix the headline and CTA placement on the service pages. Add clicks to call and a sticky CTA on mobile. Then add trust proof like reviews, certifications right next to the contact button. Match top keywords to the right type of page. The next phase of plan is strengthen the foundation. Build or upgrade service pages for buyer intent. Create a clear location and service area structure. Improve your internal links so that it push visitors towards calling or bookings. And the final phase is build long-term authority. I repeat, build long-term authority. Create decision stage content around cost, emergency services, and local areas. Set up call and form tracking so you can actually measure the results. And the last is publish 2 or 4 local authority posts to build the credibility. And here's what expected result is. It will definitely drive the real growth. I'm not promising rankings or overnight results, but here's the direction this strategy is built to move in. More calls, that you will see higher conversion rate from the same traffic, lower bounce rate, or visitor stay longer because the page matches their intent. They will feel very much connected and very much resonated with your service. And then higher engagement. This is important because more contact leaks will be happening on both mobile and desktop. It will make you feel happy. Better keyword mix is shifting the traffic from learner searches to buyer searches. This is a huge growth for you. Traffic is actually vanity. Inquiries are sanity. SEO that doesn't create calls is incomplete, and that's the real standard we are aiming for here. So that is the full breakdown, the 4-step audit, what I found at each step, and the 90-day plan to fix it. So if your website is getting traffic but not getting inquiries, the problem is almost always one of the 4 things: intent, page match, friction, or the conversion path. If you want me to do this for your website, I've linked the audit request page below. You will get a clear diagnosis and a prioritized action plan, not just a generic report, trust me. So that's Alamin Ifti signing out here.